Well, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this another brand new day filled with, well, everything the days are filled with. Thumbs up for that. Depending where you are in the world, things are either, well, not wonderful or even worse. Things aren't hideous everywhere, but depending on which country you live in, things are various levels of hideous, especially since we know what it takes to keep people happy, healthy, and safe, and so few of us are given that opportunity to be so. So thumbs up. Anyway, though, welcome to another day, and of course, the Shelton, Washington weather report. It is getting light outside. It is 7 a.m. The snow is 99% gone. It's been raining and warm, and yesterday it was sunny, and I went out walkies, and it's been cold, just not raining. So I'll fold that into the walkies, because last night when I went walkies, it was windy and very cold. Not freezing. Nothing was frozen. There was no ice on anything, but it was just really, really chill. And so I, of course, rolled up the sleeves of my light summer jacket and then kept my coat unzipped. So I had on an undershirt, a short sleeve polo shirt, and then my light summer jacket unzipped. And at one point I was walking along and the wind was really hard, really sharp, blowing in such a way that my coat was billowing open and I was freezing. It was horrible. And as I was walking along, I just had this big old grin on my face and just saying, I even said out loud, yeah, it's freezing. Boy, this is really unpleasant. And just charged on along as I kept on doing it because I do well in the cold. I don't like it. It's uncomfortable, but I do well. And in fact, even without snow, a couple of times, I was charging along. I walk at like 3 miles an hour. 3 miles an hour is a good moderate pace. I was pushing to 4 miles an hour at times and had to slow myself down again when I found myself almost to the point where I was starting to run. Jog. Not an actual, I'm running. No, it's a jog where you're not walking, but you're not running, but you're in that jogging speed. And I had to stop myself from doing that just because it was cold and I felt alive. It'd be nice if the cold made things hurt less, but no, unfortunately I hurt more when it's colder, like because of the severed nerve here with all of it's not severed now, because of the fact that it did grow back and heal, but there's scar tissue and there's been damage up here in the muscles and nothing feels right, and this thing just hurts all the time. Even worse than this, because I have horrific hand pain because of my fibromyalgia. But it's above and beyond the Call of Duty, especially when it starts getting cold. But it didn't matter. Love it. Hate cold. But boy, do I function well in it. Thumbs up for that. And of course, we're going to have a quick on to this one because of what's happening in the United States, one of the richest countries in the world, and in Texas, one of the richest countries in the in the country of the United States, and how Texas pulled away from the rest of the power grid to the United States because the rich old white people wanted more power. And so the Republicans voted and pulled everything out. So there's the western half of the United States, there's the eastern half of the United States, and then there's Texas all by itself with its own power. And they know that this horrible weather, about every 10 years or so, there's this Arctic blast thing, which of course is only going to get worse as the weather gets more horrific because of climate change. They know this happens. They know that this is going to happen. You need to winterize your equipment. You need to get your stuff ready. That costs money. And rich old white people want to keep that money in their bank accounts, and so they did none of it. And now people are dying because there's no power in Texas. And I watched this one fellow, Bo of the Fifth Column, down in Florida, giving survival techniques to the people in Texas. Literal survival stuff. Don't burn things inside. Burn things outside. Fumes will kill you. There's no heat, so instead of burning something, get things warm outside. Burn them out there. Get rocks. Get that sign that says, "We don't call 911." Heat that up. Bring it inside. You have to move into a small area. Put your tarps up on the walls. It has to be small. Get everybody in there. Keep your heat together. Bring in those warm things that you heated in your outside fires so that they radiate heat. All sorts of good survival techniques. And as he wrapped it up, he was saying, look, I live in Florida. Florida. And even Florida sends out little things, the state governments and the county governments, when there's a hurricane, telling you what to do and how to stay safe because there's a hurricane coming. And in Texas, they just went, well, they're just poor people, let them die. And they did nothing and warned nothing. And in fact, they've just been telling people, you are owed nothing. Take care of your families because it's up to you. Government isn't here for you. Could have sent them things saying how to stay alive. And instead just said, if you die, it's your fault. Once again, the rich don't have a problem. And those of us with no means, dying. So Bo, just saying, well, now that you have to live like a 14th century peasant in the richest state, in the richest country on the planet, hopefully things will change. Hopefully things will change. As a lot of people have said, a lot of the people in power now are starting to be non-GOP. It's just with gerrymandering and all that, it's hard, and so they're working on it. So thumbs up on that. Let's see what else we got. Yeah. I did want to talk about this one, though. I've talked before about how in the game, and I know it's game talk, but it's also not just game talk. It's creative talk, mindset talk, and just more. Because I'm just going to talk about my character and the situation of the game and how it is where I've said before there is no moral authority. You start off the game, your character is taking a bullet to the head, almost a complete amnesiac. You know how to speak language. You're a human being, so be social, but your memory's gone. You're having to relearn so much. So my character is completely aware. Also, the games have to be metaphorical. I mean, a day does not last a full day. A game day lasts far less than a day. So there's a lot of metaphorical stuff that happens in game because they don't show you sleeping or really eating. There's no bathroom time. If you heal up, you hit yourself with a stim pack, you keep running. In real life, sure, it may charge up your body's healing abilities, but you still got to get the edges together so that they'll heal together. You still got to clean stuff up and get it together so that it can heal properly. You don't just hit yourself with a shot and go. So there's a lot of metaphorical stuff. But the way I was thinking, my character knows that she had a moral compass. She's in her early 30s, the character. So she knows she had a moral compass and a life, and it's all gone. And when she thinks of the person that did it, the person that actually put the bullet in her head, well, there gets sharp pain in her head and it gets difficult to think, and when she really thinks hard on it, well, she blacks out for a while, and when she wakes up, there's blood everywhere, and generally somebody or something isn't really alive. Not anybody innocent, so good. But when she thinks of Benny, it's the guy that shot her in the head. That's what happens. Now, there are others in there, and I was thinking of her relationship with those, because there's groups like the Great Khans and the Fiends, and one of the people that did it was a Great Khan, and you come across them later. And I figure it's her talking with that person is, I have no memory or feelings toward you. When I look at you, I feel nothing. When I think of Benny, my head hurts. When I think of the people of Good Springs, they took me in, they brought me back, they helped me, they are my adopted family. I helped save them from the powder gangers. I love the people of Good Springs. I tolerate the NCR. I am terrified of Caesar's legions. I don't feel anything towards that person. There's just nothing. It's blank. Whatever she did have or felt toward that person and the others that helped Benny, it got scrambled when the bullet went through her. So she's like, well, you have a good life, but don't cross me in the future. I'm not just going to automatically get rid of you, but if you do cross me in the future, I will kill you and crack open your skull and use my bare hands to scoop out your brains, and I will eat them raw. Have a good day. And then turn around and leave. She's attempting to rebuild her moral compass. Again, she knows she had one. She also knows that as she was attempting to build it, using the people of Good Springs, because again, they taught her how to live again. They took her in, they helped her out, and then she helped fight off the powder gangers. She's inexplicably tied with them. But later on, her moral compass shattered again when she came across Caesar's legions, when she came across just the fiends. Might makes right, and nothing else. And it shattered her new developing moral compass. She is fully cognizant and aware that at some point, as she seeks to find her new center of her moral compass, she is going to become, for a time, worse than the fiends or the cons, and she may do things that horrify and sicken even Caesar's legions before she's able to claw herself back up and out of the pit. She can feel herself sliding into it. And she has a companion, Veronica. Now again, because the game is metaphorical, I figure real life. There's alcohol in the game. They have spent days and weeks together. They have been drinking. They've been sitting around the fire, drinking, talking, bonding. So I figure one night she's just watching her companion Veronica sleep, and she's thinking, you have helped me, you are my sister, I would die for you. And at some point in our relationship, I'm going to put 3 bullets into the back of your head. And then I'm going to clean, dress, and prepare your carcass. And I am going to feast on your sweet and succulent flesh. And then she's going to need a new companion, and then hopefully start to claw her way back up to a more proper moral compass from that. So thumbs up, role-playing for the win. There is nothing in that mechanics for the game. It's you have to bring that stuff in and do it yourself. And a lot of people do. They role play their own stuff. They make their decisions based on that. They do things based on how they're going to role play it. And yeah, right now, I'm role playing this young woman who had her brain scrambled with a bullet and is trying to rediscover where and how she's happy with where her moral compass points. Thumbs up for that. There's more I wanted to talk about, but nothing really great, like cosmic horrors and how I think even Cthulhu is much too personal and down home for cosmic horror. Cosmic horror is about how insignificant we are and how little we matter, and having us matter enough that one of the big boys of the weird things is actually on our planet and just waiting for the stars to be right to live again and then crush, eat, kill, and destroy until there's nothing left. Again, that just seems way too personal, way too much like we matter. And in cosmic horror, we don't. We're completely incidental. We're like the amoebas and the fungus strands that we don't even think about when we excavate to make buildings. I'll talk more about that tomorrow, I hope. You know you're having issues when you swallow properly and yet still almost choke on your own saliva. Yay. But I have opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm going to read them afterward. Thumbs up each one I do. Answer as many as my executive dysfunction will allow. But for right now, I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. Good, bad, indifferent. You took the time. You expended the calories. Thank you very much. It's loud outside. You can hear trains. There's barking dogs. I don't know if my mic is picking it up, but it's loud. And if I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. It's Bird. No disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker, and even though I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my depression, fibromyalgia, ADHD, mourning, and more, I am sometimes lucky that I can remember what day of the week it is. And oh boy. So we have Jello, G-E-L-O, thank you very, very much. S8706, who left quite a few comments. Thank you so very, very much. I'm glad that you have gone through and have been enjoying my content. Very, very cool. Thumbs up, and I definitely approve. Carl Wheat, thumbs up. And then we have Zach Goodrich, thumbs up. Tommy1505, greatly appreciated. Flacco, thumbs up, and thank you. And then we have Nolan Navid, thumbs up. There is Connor, greatly appreciated. Santiago Solorzano, I am nowhere close, but thank you very, very much. And HRRIS Desta, thumbs up. Mighty Sauce with a 1 and a 3 instead of I's and E's. Russian Timing, oh boy, I hope you can enjoy things today. Oh, oy vey. But then we also have Kapagi, thumbs up, and FP Gamer with an E instead of a 3, Voided Valor, thumbs up, Too Much Time, I know that feeling, and VYIR, thumbs up, and thank you. Melissa R, good to see you in the comments, thank you. Made in Canada, thumbs up, and good to see you as well. Emiliano Rivera, thumbs up. Ricky Bettini, thank you very much for the daily reminder to live my life to the fullest, and everyone else who should as well. And then we have Potato Tron, thumbs up, and thank you so very, very much. It is greatly appreciated. Chris G, thumbs up, and thank you. Colin Reisenauer, thumbs up, and last but not least, Ice Damon, greatly appreciated. Each and every one of you get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. If only a text, definitely a good thing. When you're depressed, you need other voices inside the echo chamber of your skull, so thank you all. If you could check out my various links down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, Patreon.com. If you could donate, well, not donate, but become a Patreon.com patron, that would be very, very beautiful, very, very awesome, just like one of these beautiful and awesome people. And if you'd like to help me out financially without sending money through the patronage, I have a PayPal link down below. And if you'd like to help me out without sending things at all, I updated my Amazon wish list with things like hamster food, cat food, hamster bedding, silly things, not silly things. If you could check it out, that would be very, very cool. Do not feel entitled. Do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled, and if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. And if you could toss me a like, I appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence, a definite thumbs up, and of course, if you could hit the notification bell on the subscription button, that would be very cool, greatly appreciated. Well, good golly, Miss Molly, I have this video here, I have a video I need to record and then edit and render. I still need to make those phone calls. Bloody executive dysfunction. Plus just standard depression, which makes it hard to do anything, especially the things that are, well, stuff that you build up in your head. So, past that though, the horse head of encouragement has nothing but love and encouragement for everyone in the entire world. If you are a human being, or if you are alive, then the horse head of encouragement has nothing but love and warmth for you. A very good thing indeed. And of course, Black Lives Matter. I mean, good golly, Miss Molly. Good golly, Miss Molly. And please, stay as creative and safe as you can right now. Hokey smokes. I mean, you need to think creatively so that you're not just caught in the constant worry. Thumbs up on that. So, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side. And if you have to go out, please wear a mask. If you don't have to go out, please don't. But if you do, maintain your social distancing. Try not to touch your face. Wash your hands and do your best. So, I will see you, my friend. And that is a very good thing.